Hi guys, I'm back with another video, and today we are on week 3, day 3, and we're making Fisherman Stew. So for this recipe, all we need is 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 leek, only the green part, 1 fennel bulb cord, and as I told you before, use a small fennel bulb because this is a serving for only 2 people. And this is even a big fennel bulb in my opinion. 6 ounces of salmon skinned and cut into 1/2-inch pieces. You can use any fish. You can even use white fish. I'm using a white fish. And then 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch, 3 cups of simple vegetable broth. So the cornstarch and the vegetable broth you're going to mix together, and then you add it to your pan. 6 baby red potatoes. I don't have baby red potatoes, so I'm using 2 medium-sized potatoes and I'm just cutting it in cubes. 2 carrots peeled and chopped, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Today I do not have carrots, so I'm going to only have potatoes. So my pan is already heating up. I will add some olive oil. Then I will add my fennel and my leeks and my fennel. And I'll put it back on the heat. And while that is turning or cooking for 5 minutes, I will now combine my cornstarch and my broth. And for the cornstarch, you only need 1/2 teaspoon. Oops. 3 cups of broth. And I'm cooking on high heat. Oops. 2 cups and 3 cups. So here's my fish. It's just a white fish. I really don't know the name of it. It's really nice and thick. My husband actually caught it in the sea. He went spear fishing. A secret, we're not supposed to do it here, but sometimes we're naughty and we do it. It's a really good fish. Next time I will show you the actual fish. We had to skin it almost like you skin a sheep, and take that skin off because it's a really thick skin, and you cannot, I don't think you can eat the skin. We've never eaten the skin, so, but it's very delicious. I like this fish. Even raw, last night I had some of it raw. It's so delicious. Alright, so our veggies is good there, and now we can add in our fish. This we need to cook for 3 minutes. And since I'm cooking on high heat, I'm just going to add a tablespoon of canola oil. And I can probably turn my heat down. Then I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and that's just a little sprinkle. And now we're going to add our potatoes. So all I was doing now is try to get the potatoes at the bottom and the fish on top of the potatoes, because the potatoes are going to take longer to cook, and I want the potatoes to be covered in the broth and this cornstarch mixture. So now we can throw it in. So we're going to cook this now until our potatoes are soft. She says 10 minutes, but I've never seen potatoes cook soft within 10 minutes. But I think when you use the red potatoes, it's probably different from your old-fashioned white potatoes. So 10 minutes, if it takes 10 minutes, if you have your red potatoes, let me know if red potatoes cooks quicker than these white potatoes. So this is lunch. I will come back and hopefully taste lunch for you and let you know how it was. So yeah, I will come back to you and I will taste lunch for you and let you know how the fisherman stew came out. I guess it's going to be good. It didn't need a lot of ingredients. It's really easy to make. I probably made this in 15 minutes. Prep time is also, or I would say 20 minutes, because prep time is also around 10 minutes. And the cooking was so quickly. So thank you for watching again. Try out the recipe, like, subscribe, share with your friends and your family, most importantly. I'm more interested in you sharing this, and hopefully you can help somebody instead of the like and subscribe and all that. But those are all good, because apparently it's good for the YouTube algorithm. But for me, it's very important to me that I reach as many people as I can, because I know what it feels like to struggle with acid reflux and IBS, and the two combined is a nightmare. So thank you again, and I'll see you at dinner time. So this is the end of our lunch. I garnished it with a little bit of parsley, and so let's taste. Let's give it a taste. It's really lovely. It tastes like, I would say, a fish stew, but what I would add is more salt and black pepper. Not more black pepper, because there's no black pepper, but I think more salt and black pepper could give it a much better taste. Now it is a little bit bland, but this is what is required for the diet. So that's the end of lunch. Till dinner. Thank you for watching. Try it. Hi YouTube, so I'm back with week 3, day 3, and we back with the dinner portion of tonight. For tonight we are having eggplant burgers, and it's really simple to make. All you have to do is cut your eggplant, roast it in the oven, have a gluten-free bun, and season it, and that's it. That's how simple this recipe is. So let me take you through it quickly. So for your eggplant, you're going to need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. I am not going to use dried oregano because I'm not a fan of oregano or thyme. My palate simply does not like it. So instead of the oregano, I will use my favorite, rosemary leaves. So 2 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick eggplant slices, 2 gluten-free hamburger buns. This is for 2 people, that's why it says 2 gluten-free hamburger buns. If it's just for you, you only use 1. Now let me show you, this is the size eggplant I used, and I simply cut it in 3 parts or 4 parts, and so you just cut it lengthwise, that's it. Do not cut it too thin. It might look thin here, but I didn't cut it thin. Just when it cooks down, it obviously gets thinner. So that's all you need. Then you need a 1/4 cup of lemon yogurt sauce. We're coming to that in a minute. So like I said, I already grilled mine. I just put it in this baking sheet, and I put it in the oven. And you just cook it until it is tender and brown. That's it. It's probably going to take you 20 minutes, like 10 minutes on each side. If you need more time, cook it for longer. what I do, I cook mine on 375 degrees Fahrenheit so that it can cook really not faster, but when you cook it on a high temperature, then it browns better. But if you cook it on a lower temperature, it's almost like you're steaming the eggplant, and that's not what we want. We want that nice brown, crispy outside. She says we have to put the oil, the cumin, all our dry ingredients in our oil in a container, mix it together, and then brush it over the eggplant. Like I told you, I have overeaten eggplant, so I've made so many different recipes of eggplant, and I never brush anything over the eggplant. What I do, I sprinkle my olive oil, sprinkle a little bit of salt, sprinkle my rosemary leaves over, and I stick it in the oven. So that's exactly what I did, and also sprinkle just a little bit of cumin over as well. Now for our lemon yogurt sauce, all we need is half a cup of lactose-free non-plain yogurt. Unfortunately, I don't have yogurt. I also don't have cream of coconut this time. I tried to make coconut yogurt with coconut milk, but it still just looked like liquid. Nothing happened, even though I put probiotics in and I let it sit in the oven and I let it sit in the fridge. Nothing happened. It didn't thicken up because it was just normal coconut milk. It wasn't the cream of coconut milk. 1 teaspoon of grated lemon zest and a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. What I, however, will do, I am going to try and smear my bread with this mixture and sprinkle some lemon zest over. So stay tuned and watch what I'm doing. So another thing, I don't have gluten-free buns, so I made a tortilla. That's why I love keeping my tortillas in the fridge. So when I need something bready, I can just take it out. And with that gluten-free corn flour, there is a recipe on there for buns, but I'm not too sure because it's in German and it's not quite clear. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to brush my tortilla with this mixture. It was supposed to be yogurt. Didn't work out quite like that. Then I'm gonna sprinkle some lemon zest over. Probably just half a teaspoon. Lemon zest, a little bit, goes a long way. And now I can put my eggplant on top. Now what I like to do, I like to cut my eggplant in little pieces so that it's easier to eat. I don't have to bite still through the eggplant. I even do this for my husband when he goes to work. I cut his eggplant like this in little pieces with his chicken, and he's on a bed of rice. Oops. So yeah, that's all you do. Now I wonder if I want to sprinkle a little bit of cilantro. I'm just going to improvise here. A little bit of chopped cilantro also. And then I'm going to put a little bit of ginger as well. It's just freshly grated ginger, and not a lot, half a teaspoon. So this is what it looks like at the moment. There's cilantro, there's ginger, and there's lemon zest. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I know cilantro and ginger and lemon zest goes really well together, and so that's why I'm trying it. Why not? And then I want to put a bit more of the so-called coconut yogurt on. And now for our eggplant. So that's what it looks like. I'm only using a little bit of eggplant because eggplant has a chemical just like potatoes that my stomach does not digest well. Not my stomach, but my gut does not digest, and it just makes me really bloated and put me in a lot of discomfort. But since I could eat potatoes, hopefully my gut is healed, is on the way to being healed. So maybe I can eat this. We'll see. Let's give it a taste. I almost want to roll it. Let's just leave it this way. Where am I going to start? It's divine. Ginger, lemon zest. Let me see, do I have? Ginger, lemon zest, cilantro works very well together. It's always a winner. And so it works so well with this recipe. Add it if you want. Don't add it if you don't want to, or if you're scared and if you want to make the recipe exactly as it is. Remember, you have to use a gluten-free bun. It's very boring. It's because it's only like eggplant in your gluten-free bun, which is very boring. I like to spice up my burger, or in this case, my tortilla. But yeah, so that's dinner. It's very quick, delicious, and tasty. Try it at home and let me know what you have decided to add to yours, and if you just went for the exact recipe, and if you got value out of this video, smash the subscribe button, but most importantly, smash the like button. Well, that's it for me. That's it from me. Till tomorrow, day 4. Is it day 4? Yes, day 4.